Hello everyone, today we are going to discuss about the lesson plan for 6th class English textbook Blossoms6. The snake catcher. The theme of the lesson is adventure. This is the lesson plan. First, total number of periods 20, instructional periods 18, English lab 2, competency wise learning outcomes. The competency wise learning outcomes in the last pages of the textbook. Listening and speaking. Children listen the coromandel features and appreciates it. Student tries to say English words with correct pronunciation, practicing GH sound. Next, reading comprehension. Student identifies the importance of adjectives in descriptions and narrations. Grammatical awareness. Student writes sentences on ongoing actions using present continuous tense. Student refers to the dictionary to know the different word forms. Student uses positive, comparative forms of adjectives and they learn antonyms. Creative writing. Student prepares a formal invitation card based on the information. From here we start the lesson plan. It's a period plan. First we will have the main components in the unit, that is unit cum period plan. The theme of the unit is adventure. Main reading text is the snake charmer. Vocabulary, adjectives and antonyms we will learn. Grammar, present continuous tense and degrees of comparison. Writing, prepares an invitation card. Talking time, role play using phrases and sounds for GH and F. Next, study skills. It's dictionary skills. Project work, collecting information about domestic and pet animals, birds in their location. And fun time, anagrams and language games and puzzles we have in the textbook. Next, in poem, The Coromandel Fishers, written by Sarojini Naidu. So, through this information we will write the TLM also. From here we start the period plan. The period number, transaction activity or content discourse. Transaction strategy or transaction method, teaching learning material. In the first period we have the face sheet or trigger sheet. It's a pre-reading activity, picture interaction will be there. It's a whole class activity. Teacher asks the questions, do you have any pets at your home? Children answer yes or no. If they have, they will give the names. Are you comfortable with them? Yes, like this we use textbook and blackboard as TLM. Period number 2, it's a main reading activity. We will divide the lesson into segments. We teach the first segment from once upon a time and up to yellow color. It's a whole class activity. Individual and group transaction will be there. Individual and group and scaffold reading will be there. We use textbook green board video clips of dragon as TLM. In the third period we teach segment 2 main reading from he bundled up the cold creature and up to luxurious life. We have the discourse how he imagined after seeing the dragon. It's the whole class transaction. Children able to state the bravery of the foolish man. Children learn the new words like coppers, brown coins used as currency display to show. We use textbook dictionary chart as TLM. In the fourth period we have segment 3. He reached the bazaar in the town and up to around it. It's a whole class interaction. Individual, group and scaffold reading will be there. Children understand the new words like glimpse, brief view. We have the TLM textbook, green board, etc. In the fifth period we teach segment 4 from the town and up to dragon. We complete the main reading part here. It's a whole class interaction. Children answer simple questions. Children repeat the new words. We have the textbook, green board, flashcards as TLM. And here we teach glossary. In the sixth period we teach reading comprehension, B Roman. Choose the correct one and question and answers. It's a whole class interaction. We discuss the questions. Why did the snake catcher go to the snow mountains? We use textbook and green board as TLM. Next, in the seventh period we teach reading comprehension and here we have the C Roman, true or false, and we introduce the vocabulary adjectives here. It's a whole class and individual activity. Children learn adjectives and degrees of comparison. We will have the chart of positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Okay, we use textbook, green board and chart as TLM. In the eighth period we teach vocabulary, adjectives, fill in the blanks. We have the discourse, describe objective using adjectives. Individual and group activity. It's my younger sister's birthday. Here the adjective is younger. Children understand and prepare on their own. We use textbook, board and chart as TLM. Next, ninth period language lab. We teach the students antonyms through the language lab. That means we will have the smart TV or virtual class or digital class here. It's an individual and whole class activity. They learn the antonyms new into old, big into small, etc. We use textbook, chart and blackboard as TLM. In the period we teach grammar. Present continuous tense. It's a whole class activity. Children understand the tenses and fill in the blanks. She is playing magnificent tennis. Is playing is in present continuous form. We use textbook and chart as TLM. Next, 11th period. Here is grammar, B Roman, degrees of comparison. Transaction of components will be there. It's a whole class activity. Individual and pair work. Revision and explanation of adjectives and degrees of comparison will be there. Elephant is the dash animal in the forest. Biggest animal. Okay, it's in superlative degree. We use textbook chart as TLM. In part, we discuss about notice board, that is seeing eyes helping words. It's an individual and group activity. Interaction and negotiation will be there. Prepare a formal invitation card based on the above notice board. We use textbook and example of notice board as TLM. Next, in the 13th period, we teach writing B, oral invitation. Discourse is an invitation. Pair work and group work will be there. Children prepare drafts and invitation cards. We use textbook, chart and a model invitation as TLM. Next, in the 14th period, we have talking time, role play and language functions we will discuss here. It's a pair activity. Teacher explanations will be there. Conversation of Tharak and Rajan and Lata and Sudha are there. We use textbook video clips of conversations as TLM. A language laboratory, digital class or smart TV. It's an individual and whole class activity. Conversations practice will be there. We use textbook, chart and smart TV or digital class as TLM. In the 16th period, we have conversations, that is discourse will be there. Study skills activity is there. Teacher's explanation will be there. Refer to a dictionary. They learn alphabetical order. We use textbook, chart and dictionary as TLM. Period 17, project work, discourse, preparing of a food table. Teacher's explanation will be there. Whole activity, displaying project works. Textbook, project works and discussion on an animal chart or the TLM here. In the period 18, we have fun time, that is anagrams, language games and puzzles. It's an individual and group activity. Whole class interaction will be there. Cat, act, study, dusty. The students rearrange the letters into words. We have textbook and chart and green board as TLM. 19, it's a poem, The Coromandel Fishes by Sarojini Naidu. It's an individual and whole class activity. Audio file will be there. Teacher explains the poem and the freedom feelings. They learn the new words like catamarans, a twin hurled boards. Textbook and pictures we use as TLM. And in the 20th period, we discuss the grammar and appreciation one. Here is the self-check point by the students. It's an individual and whole class activity. They learn the rhyming words in light, night, etc. They learn the questions, why are the nuts to be gathered? We use textbook and board as TLM. Teacher's reflections. I'll summarize the unit components, discourses, exercises and help the students to improve their study levels. TLM and teacher's reflections may vary from one teacher or another. You can prepare your own TLM according to your classroom situations and student levels. Okay, support my efforts. Thank you. Subscribe and like and share this to your friends and family members. Thank you.